the stargates and time portals of the ancients. The Sumerians, Egyptians, the Native Americans, the Mayans, the ancient Greeks, and many other ancient cultures speak of some type of device that allows for interstellar or interdimensional travel through space and time. I have a playlist of the Emerald Tablets written by Thoth the Atlantean, otherwise known as Hermes Trismegistus, and he very clearly describes in those Emerald Tablets the very advanced technology that they had. They even had interstellar travel and interdimensional travel. In fact, he says that they misused their knowledge of technology and even went against the Great Spirit's commandments to the detriment of humanity. He claims that it was only a matter of time before God put an end to the Atlanteans because they were not following his commandments. So yes, he talks about interdimensional travel as well. So most academics dismiss them as pure myth and do not apply any worthwhile analysis, and instead they claim that these mysterious stories are nothing more than the result of the very active fantasies of our ancient ancestors. Legends, in other words. They similarly reject even the possibility of such a technology. Now, some facts. The reptilians somehow came as they are reported to be invaders on Earth. They are incapable of inventing, as history shows, and that is why they conquered Earth with revolution, wars, and hordes of useful hybrids. And if they had the technology, weapons would have conquered the Earth 2,000 years ago. The technology that exists on Earth is only from the golden divine generation. Of course, the masses have no idea and think it's all conspiracy theories as the reptilians have taught them, but is that possible? And yet, this is because they coexist with hybrids from babies who drop their intelligence level to their level and are used to them and don't see the chaos different. And they also enter a kind of a matrix with the reptilian educational system and don't search or wonder about anything. They're like sheeple, in other words. Now, the gates closed by Alexander the Great would be something like this and not what everyone says. Let's remember that Alexander the Great, there are records of him going into the Taklamakan Desert of China. He lost a third of his troops there. 10,000 troops is what he lost. And it's claimed that he went in there because he was to meet with an Atlantean in the Taklamakan Desert who was to give him a special weapon. And they claim it's the lightning rod of Zeus, which must have been some kind of weapon with death rays. There's also claims that Alexander the Great did away with the Nephilim races that he found. He called them the abominable races, and those he couldn't do away with, he threw in pits, covered the opening of the pits with certain metal, and built pyramids on top of them in China and India. So this is what Alexander the Great did concerning these gates that he found there. Now the fifth, it says here from the book of Revelation, and the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star from heaven descending to the earth, and the key to the well of the abyss was given to him. And the well of the abyss was open, and smoke rose from the well like the smoke of burning furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened from the smoke of the well. And locusts came out of the smoke to the earth, and power was given to them as the scorpions of the earth have power. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.